Mccrackins on location. We're with Keith Semple of Seventh Heaven Band. Hey Keith, how you doing today?
What's happening? Hardly anybody ever gets my name right, so that was good. I'm very impressed.
Well, you know, I try hard. Originally, you're from the UK?
Yeah, I'm from the UK. I'm from Northern Ireland, a place called Larne. It's like 20 miles north of Belfast. It's like maybe like 20,000 people or 30,000 people.
Now, when did you get back? When did you get into the music? When did you decide you wanted to get into music?
13. I played my first show for, pretty cool actually, for my great granny's 100th birthday.
Really?
When I was 13.
Wow, that's awesome.
And then I just thought, I really want to do this forever. And that was it. I didn't really played with my uncle, who I used to play drums in his band for a lot of years, and it just started from there really. I played that night and then I started playing gigs.
How did you evolve?
Started out as a piano player when I learned, then picked up guitar, then fell in love with drums, and I've been a drummer ever since really. But that's what I like. That's my real love musically. But I'm a performer, so I like to be the front guy and do my thing, you know.
Okay. Did you start in school when you did this, or?
Yeah, I did my first performance at school when I was 14. My band was called ARK, A-A-R-K, because it was Andy, Ryan, and Keith.
Okay.
And it was totally cool. We brought out a little cassette at the time, and we sold like 3,000 or something over the next couple of years. It was awesome, and it was good because we got to play at the school bashes and stuff. And then I started turning professional at 16, so I started playing bars, and that was it. From then on, I played bars until now, so 14 years.
Now, I also heard that you won the UK Idol, and that was how many years ago?
2002, 2003, so maybe 8 years ago.
Now, was that something you signed up for yourself, or did somebody want you to get involved in that? Or
actually, my granny actually signed me up and booked the ticket and everything to go over to Manchester. It was in Manchester, England. And then she just told me, and that was it, and I went, and then I got through it all and ended up winning the thing, so it's kind of crazy. But
you're gonna stage that big, do you get the butterflies, or did you feel comfortable on stage?
I get nervous on any stage, anytime, but
really?
Only up until I get on the stage. So the first maybe 2 or 3 seconds, I'm nervous, and then as soon as I get up there, it all goes. Which is weird because you'd think you'd be nervous actually while you're up there, but I'm only nervous before I get up there. And
so
then I'm
you
totally
feel right
fine.
at home?
It goes. Like even tonight, I was nervous. I played to some people, and I played to more people. It doesn't matter what size. I could play to 10 people on an unplugged show. It doesn't happen very often, but I could play, and I would be nervous. But then once I start, I'm good to go.
Okay, and then you also do some songwriting as well?
Oh yeah, well that's all I do really. I mean,
really?
That's all I've ever
done. What did I know? But you're a songwriter for, how long have you been doing that?
16 years.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah, I wrote a song that I still perform all the time. It's called Even If I'm Wrong. I wrote it when I was like just turning 15, so I was 14. I wrote it and I've never looked back really. The first song I ever wrote was called First Time, and I can still kind of remember how it goes. I've got it written down somewhere, but I've written like 400 or 500 songs probably over the time. I'm very weird though. I might go a whole year and not write a song, and then go like 2 months and write 20. It's totally random for me. I only do it when I'm feeling it, so I write a lot, then I don't, then I write a few, then I don't. It's all different.
Now, with all your success now with Seventh Heaven, for how many years? It's 5 years. 5 years.
Yeah.
How is it different performing over in the States here as to in the UK?
I'll tell you, the biggest difference about playing here than in the UK is simply that people here have no problem in telling you that they like what you do. But to get a British person to tell you that they like what you do is a very hard thing to do.
Really?
Like, people are good at what they do and stuff, but to have a British guy actually say, you know what, you were brilliant tonight, is actually just not in our nature. You know what I mean?
So if you're performing, you don't feel the energy back during the performance?
No, not necessarily that the crowd couldn't be good, just that afterwards, like the actual personal appreciation. Like, I mean, I'll walk down the street, any street I walk down now here, in Chicago area, I get at least somebody stopping me saying, oh, I saw you at such and such, I think you're really good, or whatever, and that is something you don't get in Britain.
More reserved.
They're more reserved, but that's the only real difference. Also, I think people here they live to work or work to live a bit more. Like whereas people, I think in Britain, because of the weather's not so good and stuff, they work and they just work too much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Because the weather's so pretty much crap all the time. So you know you gotta like find something to do, and you know people are. I think everybody has like permanent seasonal disorder. You know?
Really, seasonal disorder.
Yeah, it's like our 4 seasons are like no rain, a little more rain, and a lot of rain.
We're here, we just have 2 seasons. There's winter and construction.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, it's brutal.
I've been noticing that recently, actually. Yeah.
You've got a new website up now, and you're doing some charitable work. Do you want to
Yes.
tell us about that?
Yeah, thanks for asking. My charity is called the Make It Simple Foundation, because my last name's Simple.
Okay.
I basically am trying to, well, the main thing I'm doing is I'm writing songs for specific charities or foundations, and then selling the song, and all the proceeds go to them. So I wrote a song called Little Angels, which is for kids with Angelman syndrome. It's quite a rare disease. Well, it's a disorder technically. And then the next thing I'm doing is writing a song called Make It Simple, not with an E though, but with an I, and it's going to be like the theme tune for the whole foundation, and it'll raise money for the variety of charities. And then I'm thinking like I'll take my pick really of who we're going to work with and try and write songs for them all. And then it's in their best interest obviously to promote the song so that because it's only going to be like $1.50 download.
Okay.
You know? Oh, well there you go.
Bummer.
So I'm going to be writing songs for specific foundations and specific things. I'm thinking maybe Make-A-Wish and stuff like that, but I really want to raise money for research into things because I'm a big scientist. I have a biology degree, and it's always been a passion of mine. So, and rid the world of the disease or whatever for good, rather than raise money for the individual. I'm putting money in to hope that we find a cure for every kid with that disease. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
So that's the plan.
So now, I think that's awesome that you're doing that, number one. And so with the Seventh Heaven and the charitable foundation that you brought up, what else are you going to be doing, or what do you see for the future for yourself and Seventh Heaven?
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm just going to keep jamming away with the band. And then obviously I've got my own solo stuff that I do as well, and you can go to keithsimple.net to check all that out. I've got no time really. I just spend my time with music. It's either writing, it's either playing, it's working on my own stuff and selling it online, or it's working for my foundation. But I pretty much just constantly surrounded by music, but I love it, so I wouldn't change it.
Well, thank you, Keith, for your time. I appreciate it. This is McCracken on location. He's simple. He rocks. Check him out. Go to his foundation. Come to Seventh Heaven. See what he's up to. McCracken out.
That your heart is wrapped up and down. And all that I see when you're looking at me is down. It's kinda hard to decide if I should stay, if I should go.